Hi guys, it's Nicole. So it has been 9 months since my gastric bypass surgery, so I'm here for an update. And actually tomorrow will be exactly 9 months from the surgery date. So I had surgery on October 27th of 2022, and it is July 26th of 2023 today. So 9 months ago, I was a basket case of nerves, so stressed, so nervous about the surgery to come in the morning, and looking back, I cannot believe just how different my life is 9 months later. Some bad, but mostly good. 9 months ago, I had both my dogs, and unfortunately, I don't have either of them anymore. I had my house. I don't have that anymore either. That was voluntary. I sold it. With a goal in mind. So I didn't get kicked out. I am voluntarily homeless right now, and I'm not really homeless. I have amazing family. So I'm living with one sister, and I'm about to then move in with another sister. So I have a place to live. It's just not my own home, and I do really miss having my own place. But it's okay. It's okay. 9 months ago, I was nearly twice the person I am today. I have lost 105 pounds in these 9 months. Well, almost 10 months, because I am including the pre-op diet, the 3 weeks of the pre-op diet that I did before. But at the beginning of the pre-op diet, I weighed 224 pounds, and today I weighed in at 119 pounds. So yeah, down a total of 105 pounds. Incredible. My goal weight is 112, so I'm 7 pounds away from that. I'm only 5 feet tall, so for those of you who are a little worried about the number 112, like for my 5-foot tall frame, that makes sense. It's a good weight. 9 months ago, I was a couch potato. It hurt to move much. Like, activity hurt. I tried sometimes. Okay, maybe I didn't try that well, but I did occasionally try to be active, but it was just too painful. And so I would give up, and it just was easier to not do anything. But these days I'm very active. In just the past few weeks, I ran a 5K. Well, ran a 5K. I ran a little bit of it, but a lot of it was walking. But still, I participated and completed a 5K. I've been hiking a lot. I just got back from Yellowstone, and like my first day in the park, I hiked 12 miles. I have been kayaking for the first time, and I loved it, and I was good at it, and the tour guide leader even said he was surprised how strong I was, which made me feel great. I went horseback riding without feeling, and I haven't been horseback riding for a long time. I've wanted to, but I just felt bad for the horse. So, yeah, I still kind of felt bad for the horse, because I feel bad that we make animals do things. Anyway, but my weight wasn't the reason I felt bad for the horse. I went to Vegas for a couple of weeks, flew for the first time since COVID, and I didn't feel bad at all when, the person who was sitting next to me came to sit next to me. Like, when he was like, "Oh, that's my seat there," I was just like, great. I'm all the way in my own seat. I'm not worried about spilling into your seat and making you feel bad. I'm not worried about, encroaching on your personal space. I fit in the seat. It felt good. I wore a swimsuit for the first time in like 15 years. I was still incredibly self-conscious about it, but I wore a swimsuit, and I also have worn dresses. I haven't worn dresses in like 10 years. So that has been amazing. I have a lot more confidence these days. When I walk into a room, my first thought isn't, is everybody thinking how fat I am? I still have thoughts like, do I have anything in my teeth? Is my hair a mess? but I'm a lot more confident overall. I've been treated a lot better by people, which it's kind of sad, but I'm also, I don't know, but in the moment it feels better to have people actually see me. I'm not as invisible as I used to be, which is strange because I take up a lot less space now, but yeah, you're kind of an invisible person when you're obese. It's sad. I got some cat calls on the Vegas Strip when I was walking the strip, which, I don't know, this was, don't judge me, but I was actually, it made me feel kind of good. It's been a long time. There were just a couple, not a lot. But, I mean, you know, just kind of stroke the ego. And I'm not always thinking about food these days, which is amazing. I used to be a prisoner to food, and now I sometimes have to remind myself to eat. And it's so different than it was 9 months ago when I planned my days around eating. I planned vacations around eating. Like when I went to Vegas just a few weeks ago, it was so different. I've been to Vegas like 30 times. This trip was so unique because usually I would plan, you know, the new hot restaurants I wanted to go to, and that would be a part of my vacation planning, and I'd plan days around those. But I didn't really want to eat out at all this trip because I can't eat that much, and it seemed like kind of a waste of money and waste of food. Yeah, to only go to a fancy restaurant and only eat a couple of bites of something. So yeah, it was completely different. And I went shopping in Vegas. It's been a long time since I was excited to go clothes shopping. And so, I mean, my wallet might not be that happy about it, but it was fun. I went to the outlets, like, shopping's fun again. So overall, things have been going pretty well. Yeah, pretty well. I'm in a size extra small, or size 4. I've spent literally thousands of dollars on clothes in the past few months because I thought once I got to a size medium, I thought that was it. Like, that was a really small size to me, and I was excited to be there, so I bought a whole new wardrobe. And then it got really big. And so then I spent a whole bunch of money on size small clothes. And now they're big, and so I've been spending a lot of money on size extra small. And it just blows my mind. I mean, I was this size in my 20s, but it's just, I never thought I'd get back there. Yeah. But with all these positive things, there are also some negatives. My hair, it's not falling out as much, but it's still falling out 9 months later. Like, it's so thin. It makes me sad. But it is growing back in. I have these really weird cowlicks now. You can't really see them on camera, but like my hair, it has a mind of its own these days. Another negative is I have kidney stones. So I went to urgent care a few weeks ago for, you know, abdominal and back pain. And I thought it was a kidney infection, but they diagnosed me with a kidney stone, and they said that it was likely due to the surgery. And since then I've had about 6 more stones. I'm having the pain right now. There's not really much to do about it. So they did advise that I call my surgeon and see if they wanted to do a scan to see if like I have a whole bunch in there waiting to come out. But let's talk about Aftercare for a second. Sorry, taking a little bit of a detour. But I have called my surgical team a few times about things that I feel are related to the surgery, and they refer me to my primary care doctor. My primary care doctor is amazing, but she's very busy, and it's July. I called at the beginning of July about these kidney stones, and I called my bariatric team first, and they said, follow up with your primary care doctor. So I called her office, and the earliest they could get me in was November. It's July. And I was like crying in pain when I called. And so they advised I go to the emergency room, but I'd already gone to urgent care, and I just, like, that's a really poor use of services to go to the ER for something that could be cared for by my surgical team or by my primary care doctor. My primary care doctor, I do not blame her. She's amazing. Again, she's amazing. And she's just very busy, and I'm a little peeved at my surgical team for not, I mean, this is something that is a known complication or side effect of gastric bypass surgery, and it just makes me a little teed off that they are just passing me off. About a week ago I started having epigastric pain. I'm worried it's an ulcer. Sent my my bariatric team a message about it. Their response was to follow up with my PCP. So if it's an ulcer eating away at my stomach, which is allegedly like an emergent issue, I guess I'll wait till November to find out. Oh, sorry. I'm just venting. I mean, I'm a nurse, which I think I say in every video, so I'm sorry if that's getting old. But, like, if I can't navigate the healthcare system, how is the average person supposed to? It's frustrating. So, okay, now I'm officially stepping down off of that soapbox and getting back to the matter at hand, which is how I'm doing 9 months post-op. Okay, so hair loss, kidney stones, I battle, not to get too personal, but I battle constipation on the daily. I try to get fiber in my diet, but it's hard to get adequate fiber, because once I focus on protein, and then the protein fills me up, and I don't have a lot of room in my, stomach for broccoli or fibrous veggies, because I'm already full on the protein. So it is a little difficult to get that fiber in. Sagging skin. So I'm not going to show you guys my sagging skin because I'm very self-conscious about it. But you may have noticed some. I have horrible, like, I'm trying to see what movements. Anyway, I have a lot of sagging skin here. I want to get that taken care of. I will pay a plastic surgeon to fix that because it is horrible. Soonest I could get into a plastic surgeon is November, so we'll see what they say then. But I also have, I'm not going to show you my sagging skin, but let me show you my sagging skin. I'll show you just a little bit of it. I don't know, sometimes it's just angles, but like I have a lot of sagging skin under my arms. So I wear a lot of, even though it's 100 degrees here, I'm wearing a lot of like 3/4 length sleeve shirts. My inner thighs are very saggy, so I bought a bunch of cute shorts. I can't wear them. And I can only wear longer dresses. So my inner thighs sag, and then there's skin that like hangs over my knees too. And then of course my abdomen, my back, I still have back rolls. Back rolls? Yeah. Because of all the extra skin. And then like my butt is just a flat saggy disaster. No matter how many squats I'm doing. Yeah. So the sagging skin, but I mean, I'll take the sagging skin over the bulging skin any day. Yeah. I have a lot more wrinkles these days. I mean, I am getting older, time has marched on, but I think in 9 months I shouldn't have aged as much as I did. But you know, I just don't have nature's line filler anymore. So the lines are just jumping out. Weird thing, I burp a lot. I don't feel like I take in a lot of air when I'm eating or drinking, but I burp constantly after I eat or drink anything. So sometimes that has kept me from eating in social situations because I don't want to get burpy. And I mean, those are complete uncontrollable burps, and they're frequent. They're like almost like hiccups. So yeah, it's not pleasant. And I am eating slowly, and I'm not drinking out of straws. When, you know, not all the time. Sometimes I drink out of straws, but it doesn't seem to affect my burping. So I don't know that it's an air issue. I don't know what it is. I put in the negative, people being nice to me, which sounds weird, but it makes me sad just how much like more valued some people seem to think I am now that I'm thinner. There are people close to me that are constantly telling me how good I look, and it makes me feel bad because I think, so for so much of my life, you thought I looked terrible. It makes me sad that that not only my self-worth was wrapped up in how much I weighed, but like other people's view of me. But anyway, so I don't know, it's a double-edged sword, right? Like I like that people see me and are treating me better these days, but also it just makes me so sad to think about I was still the same person. Like I still had the same values and I was still a caring, giving person back then. But just because of this book cover, people judged, and it just makes me angry and sad. Which brings me to, I have these 2 books that are like little journal kind of things that I fill out every night. This one is QA a day, so it has a year's worth of questions, and you answer the question on the day, and then, but there's room to do it for 5 years. So you go through these, same questions for 5 years. Anyway, I thought that it was funny that on October 26th, so the day before my surgery last year, or 9 months ago, the question was, how do you feel about your body? Like, how apropos was that question? But what I wrote down was, it's gross, but tomorrow I'm changing that. I'm having gastric bypass surgery. And this made me so sad. Like, I thought of myself as gross. What? Anyway. These days I have a lot more compassion for the Nicole I was 9 months ago. I wish I could have valued myself more back then. But then I have this other book that I fill out every night, and it's 1 line a day. And again, it's for 5 years, so every day you're just supposed to write a line down. And sometimes I write like 15 lines. I use it more as a journal. But looking back, so 2 nights before my surgery last year, so on October 25th, I wrote, 2 days until surgery, really nervous, I just need to breathe and live by my usual motto, leap and the net will appear. That is my life motto. Just do the thing and have faith that somebody's going to be there to catch you. And then the night before surgery, I wrote, tomorrow is the day, spent all day today stressing and cleaning, I don't feel ready. It's really interesting to see where my headspace was 9 months ago compared to today. But there's more work to be done, so I still am 7 pounds away from goal. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. Somebody at work asked me if I was getting nervous about getting close to losing too much weight. And I was like, I'm actually only 6 pounds outside of the overweight category, so I'm not quite nervous yet. But yeah, in a few more pounds, I'm going to have to really start putting on the brakes. And how am I going to do that? Because I feel like I already eat as much as I can. Like I eat about 1,000 calories a day. But I'm going to have to eat more, or at least more calorie heavy foods. So 9 months after surgery, I'm doing really well. I'm almost to goal, just a little bit more to go, but I've been so active. My body hurts so much less. It still hurts some because I am a middle-aged lady, but it hurts so much less than it did. My joints are just doing so much better. I'm just so much more positive about the future these days, and just excited about the future, and excited about what I can do, and just excited to try new things. Oh, I didn't mention that I went like indoor rock climbing. I never would have done that before. I couldn't have done that before. And I did pretty well. I went scuba diving in a pool, and found that I cannot clear my ears, and so I thought I ruptured my eardrum. So no more scuba diving for me, but I tried it. Again, something I never would have tried 9 months ago. So overall, I'm very happy with where I am, and I'm just really excited about what's to come. So I'll check back in with you guys later. The lighting is probably not great because I have all of my camera stuff in the storage unit that's going to my other sister's house. So once I get settled in my other space, my more permanent space, I'll make more videos. I apologize for the long gaps in between videos, and so far my videos have just been this sit before you and ramble to you type video. And I'm excited to make more like instructional, informative videos for you. So watch for those. They should be coming pretty soon. But in the meantime, just thank you so much for watching, and just please let me know if there's anything that I can help you with on your journey. Bye guys.